Chapter 2217 be amended by adding thereto a new section
to read as follows. Chapters 187 and 188 of the 2005 session
That's the problem with Measure 11. There's just no way for a doctor to give good advice.
Chapters 187 and 188 of the 2005 session laws shall take effect pursuant
absurd piece of legislation that
what I've read so far is more lawyer talk.
Document all the actions taken pursuant to this section and maintain copies of all of the documents and consents as part of the woman's permanent medical records.
Too much government involvement.
I don't think people are really going to know what they're voting on here.
I think we already voted on this. I know we already voted on this.
This thing is very rigid.
When you try and cover every medical circumstance, it's impossible, and you end up with something like this.
It was in September that we found out that it was identical twin boys, and we were ecstatic. We were doing an ultrasound, and the tech got up and rushed to the phone. It wasn't even in my mind what we were up against. We were told that both our babies were very, very sick. Brady, the healthy baby that survived, he was pumping blood for both of the babies, and his heart was failing. There was absolutely no way he was going to make it. He would have died within days. He's so happy-go-lucky, he never cries. And I think in a way he's just, he knows it was hard to get to this point, and I think in a way I think he's just happy to be here.
This is no simple issue that can be decided by law. It has to be worked through each one as an individual case.
It's a very difficult decision for any woman to make, but especially for women with health complications in pregnancy.
I can't imagine being in my position again and not being able to make that choice for myself and my family.
The decision would probably be made by attorneys rather than the physicians or the patients themselves.
It's not fair to women. I trust women, the woman who's really struggling with this, to be the best person to make the decision.
They may say it's a vote for life, but in my case it's not. It would have been a vote for me not to have that choice and intervene in the pregnancy, and I would have buried 2 babies.
Section 16, that Chapter 2217 be amended by adding thereto a new section to read as follows. Nothing in the provisions of Chapters 2217
and 3423A permit any action that is prohibited by this Act. To the extent that any provisions
pursuant to this section, I have to think about that. I don't know exactly what that means.
Chapters 2217 and 3423A might sell construed. The provisions of this Act take precedence.
I would not have Brady at home. He is an absolute living example, or we are a living example of a healthy family, and that's because we were able to make that choice.